Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up, people?
Welcome to the Dope Boyz Podcast, episode 4.
Oh my God, it's 4 already?
Cuatro.
I feel like it's been a while since we've done one of these.
It has. It's been about, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And today we have a very special, very special guest.
Very. Capital V.
Very. She is the only dope girl.
Oh.
On the podcast, right?
The one and only.
What a
the
title.
one and only. We have the one and only Lindsay Lowe. Low.
Wow. Well, thank you, Dope Boyz, for having me on. And what a title.
Well, you deserve it. And I also have a title for you.
Uh-oh.
Sweetums.
Oh.
Yes.
I was like, where is this going?
Well, thank you. I love that title, too.
Yeah, for all our listeners out there, Lindsay Lowe is my girl.
I am.
She is a girl who is my friend.
It's on the podcast. It's official.
It's so official now. The world now knows. YouTube now knows.
It's like when you put it on Facebook, you know?
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah, once it's on social media, it's official.
Remember those days on MySpace?
Oh, MySpace.
Remember MySpace? That was like...
My sisters had it, but I was too young.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't have one?
I mean, I could have, but I didn't. I was too busy on my wrestlers, and action figures.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
give a
So you're
shit.
pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like a big deal if you went on MySpace and you announced your relationship status.
Actually, you got to rank everyone, the top 8.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and you would definitely be number 1 on my ranking because you're my boyfriend. Should you tell them about the
The what? Isn't that the sound the turtle makes when they're banging?
Probably. Well, no, I got that from Chris D'Elia, the comedian.
Oh.
Every time, something's very just I don't know, much, he does like this.
And I have a whole lot of
literally the
much.
sound the turtle makes when he's banging the shoebox.
Dude, what's up with you and turtles? What's up with you and turtles?
Well, you like the turtles too, you know?
I do like the
like
turtles.
turtles.
I like turtles.
I have turtles. I have 2 turtles.
You do?
I do.
They're
I have a
gigantic.
zoo, actually.
And what are their names?
Mikey and Lucy.
You got one right.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. When I first found out the names, I was
You're like, it better fucking be
can it be Donnie? Is the other one Donnie? And,
No.
and it wasn't.
Raph.
Dude, Raph. Just any other one. It's okay, sweetie.
Now we've got fucking Lucy over there.
We're going to go watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
35th anniversary.
35th anniversary. When? When are we doing it?
August 20th.
August 20th. We're going to go watch it on the big screen. Pretty
Yeah.
excited about that.
You know what? Like the past few years, they've been doing that with I think it was last year they did all of the Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 3, the second 2, and then the most recent ones.
Yeah.
And then they did all 3 Lord of the Rings. And they had the 2 mummies.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I was fucking having the greatest time at the theaters. Because I remember when I was a kid, we went to go see, I don't know which one it was. It was either Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I was a little kid.
Right.
And I remember it like clear as day. My grandparents were taking me and my cousin. I don't know if our other cousin went with us or not, or because she was still a baby.
Right.
And I remember, dude, we were in these, I was in my, like a basketball get up. It was like Lakers, but it was like, mine was white and my cousin's was the same, but it was gray or something like that.
Right.
And we went and we got into the theater. We went to sit down and all of a sudden, like the loudness of the theater scared the fuck out of me, I guess. And I started crying.
Oh, no.
So we didn't get to fucking see it in theaters because we left
Oh,
before the
come
movie
on.
even started,
Come on, baby Dayland.
I don't fucking know. And so ever since then, I was like, damn, dude, I regret that because,
Yeah.
they're the greatest movies. And so I finally got to see them.
We've had a lot of those moments in our childhood at some point, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Lindsay Lowe, speaking of childhoods, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Huntington Beach.
What?
I'm an Orange County girl.
Ooh, OC girl.
Yes, the real OC.
Dang.
Yes. In my
Wow.
little bubble.
Really?
Yeah. It was quite the bubble.
You took me down your old house the other day. We took a little drive. I think we were on our way back from Huntington. Was it Huntington? We just ate Los Cholos tacos, Huntington Beach.
Yes, I was the first.
Don't get me started on that. Me and Ryan are very disappointed.
I
triggering
know, I know.
It was
but
her first
it was
time.
my first time. It's usually a guy's trip when
I'll
they
let
go
it
to
pass.
Los Cholos, but it was delicious.
She's like, are the boys gonna be
Oh,
mad?
I know. I felt so.
I think Ryan was genuinely mad.
I felt so bad, but listen, never again. I really appreciate you guys sharing that spot with me.
It's so damn good, man.
Yeah.
So we were,
Wait, what'd you get? What'd you get first off?
I got a chicken taco and a quesadilla, but then I tried every single salsa. Oh, we got chips and guacamole.
What was your favorite salsa?
I tried all of them. I tried like the.
What was your
creamy
favorite
gua-
one though?
the spicy one,
I think it
probably.
was the spicy one. Oh, and then I like the grilled peppers that they give you.
Did you like the what's it called? The yellow one?
The orange one?
Oh,
orange one?
no, I didn't try that one. The guy told me it was like the spiciest
No.
one.
There's two kinds.
There's two. There's
It's a Chipotle one. The one I had. The one I was
you gave
pouring
me
all
that
over
one.
my tacos.
Yeah, it was delicious.
oh my god,
Yeah, that
that's
one.
called
Yeah.
chimichurri.
Oh, is that what
Okay.
it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Well, again, first timer. I'm still learning, but yeah, no, it was delicious. And then I had a couple bites of his.
I want to get that pizza, that carne asada, or
It's-
whatever it is.
It's very good, but the problem is after 2 slices, it's like, okay, I'm done.
It's
Like
too much.
you don't get full, but it's just it's kind of like when you have too much sweets. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I'm enough. It's enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
You got to empty out your stomach schedule for that one.
I think Brad had that with his friends.
Yeah, he did, and didn't even finish it all. And then I think they threw it away. How dare they?
Fucking
That's blasphemy.
rookies.
Oh, dude, that pissed me off.
That's a Brad thing.
I was like,
though,
you should have brought
know?
some home to me. I would have ate it.
Yeah, or me. You know, I would have drove over 40 minutes to go grab it.
Lindsay, you were showing me your old place, your old house. Very nice, quaint place. And when we got back to your house, we told your mom about it. She just started going off on like how beautiful the place was and
Yes.
how spacious it was. And you moved quite a bit. Like you had 3 spots? You moved different spots in the OC you moved to?
No.
No? Oh, uh-oh.
Damn, dude,
I'm
where
in
you getting your
trouble.
info from?
Dude, no.
No,
Who are you
not-
talking about, Dario?
No,
There was
that's another girlfriend.
You know what? Guilty.
No, honey, it's okay.
I know.
No, I was at that
For now,
spot
it's okay.
for about for 6 years, and then I moved to the spot that I'm at now still, and I've been there for 30 years.
You know what? I
Oh,
was thinking
damn.
about your dad
Oh, my dad, yeah. Well,
because you
know
showed
what?
me one spot where he lived at.
And you could be thinking about how I moved to LA. I mean, I have
Yes,
moved. Like
that's-
I've
see,
had
that-
my
see?
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
okay,
what I meant.
So that's probably
See?
what he meant. My
Sure
mom
it was,
moved.
Dario.
My
Saved
mom-
by
Shut
the
up,
bell.
Taylor. Shut up.
My mom moved us only once, like once or twice.
Okay.
But myself, yes, after moving to where we are now, I moved when I was 18. I moved to LA.
Oh yeah, I don't want to skip ahead too much.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school? You'll see.
I went to Marine View. Well, in elementary school, I went to Grace Lutheran, which was a private Christian school.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So then after there, I went to Marine View,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went to Marina High School,
Yeah.
and I played tennis.
You play tennis?
I did. I started playing tennis when I was, my grandfather, who I call my papa, he put a tennis racket in my hand when I was 4. And I started getting out on the tennis courts when I was 6. And I started traveling for tennis when I was 10. And I was all over Orange County. And I played in USTA tournaments all over. I was traveling every weekend, and
Legit.
I also, yeah,
That was legitness.
Yes, and I was actually on a very strong tennis team from the time I was 10, and I then walked on varsity my freshman year of high school, and I probably could have had a very promising tennis career, and I pulled the burnout card when I was 17, and I said, I'm done. And I had Long Beach State and UCLA looking at me, and
Oh my gosh.
and I said I was done, and I walked off. But
Lindsay Kornikova.
yeah, oh, I loved Anna Kournikova. I loved Anna Kournikova. And for those who don't know her, she is with Enrique Iglesias.
I can build you, baby.
I grew up with her, so I don't know, that might age me, but she was my tennis icon that I looked up to. So I grew out my hair like her. I did the long braids. I had the Yonex tennis racket, all the Adidas clothes like her. I wanted to be her. I wanted to be Anna Kournikova.
I get that. I think it's the same with guys. Like, like basketball, for example. Like everybody during the Laker era, everybody wanted to be like Kobe.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Still
want to be like Kobe.
You know what I mean? Or I discovered Jordan late, so like whatever I could,
Be like Mike.
I would try to emulate that too. So I totally get it. And you told me something else you were trying to emulate for a little bit. Hairstyle.
Okay.
Do we know? Do we want to say it or no? We don't have to.
No, we have to.
There's okay, so
You don't look. Don't spill all the beans. I'll just say it.
okay.
Shakira.
I wanted to get a perm like Shakira in
Oh
high
my
school.
gosh.
And
When I found out, oh my gosh. And when I saw pictures, oh my god.
there's pictures to prove it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's
How long did that last?
quite a while. I
And
mean,
you know
15
what?
and 16.
I'm sorry to interrupt. No,
okay.
but like I've never been a guy that was really into girls with curly hair.
Yeah.
So when I saw those pictures, they were pretty shocking.
He's like,
Oh yeah, no. I love Shakira.
he's like, thank God.
And then there's also one other major icon that I looked up to, which actually started my makeup career.
Oh, let me see. Who could that be? I forgot the song for that person.
Oh.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Hold on to me.
This episode brought to you by Dario's Karaoke.
I'll be there wherever you are.
The one and only Pamela Anderson.
That was from Baywatch, by the way.
I totally knew that. I'm over here thinking you're going to sing a Bon Jovi song or something. And I was like, that's not how it goes.
Yeah, I've been in
Yeah.
a very singing mood. Yeah, Pamela.
I guess we could see I have a type.
On a canopy, my stamina be enough for Pamela Anderson Lee.
Yes. Yeah, and this is very true. If you look back on my tennis pictures, I was the only blonde girl with long blonde hair with a smoky eye out there on the tennis court.
Nice. And all them other girls were jealous, weren't they? Haters?
All the mother bitches.
Oh, you know what? Back
Bitches.
in the day, because I was in high school in 2002, 3, 4, and 5, you could still haze. So I don't think hazing's allowed anymore.
Hell no, it's not.
No.
Nothing's
This
allowed
era.
anymore.
But because
Soft.
yeah,
Soft ass
but
motherfucker.
we
Like
could
Sean
haze
and-
back then. And so being a 15-year-old walking on varsity, my mom knew about it. The junior and the seniors on the varsity team were able to quote unquote kidnap the
Oh, shoot. I remember that
Freshmen.
kind of stuff.
and so there were only 2 freshmen that made varsity, myself and another girl.
Yeah.
And one of them came at 4 a.m. and kidnapped me.
What the
Really?
fuck?
Yeah.
You never told me this.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, and my mom's wonderful, and she knew I never she knew I didn't want to go to school without makeup on. So she wasn't supposed to tell me, but she's like, Lindsay, I'm not going to give the name. She's like, so and so's going to come here at 4 a.m. tomorrow, so just wake up before she gets here, put on a little bit of foundation, comb your hair, brush your teeth, and just act surprised when she kidnaps you.
Oh my gosh.
And so I did. I woke up at 3:30. I brushed my hair. I did whatever I needed to do, put on very little foundation, but enough to make my face smooth. And even though I was 15, like it's like the best skin at 15, right? But we don't know any better at that age. And so I was in bed looking probably like, Sleeping Beauty, like, and all of a sudden.
No way you were just staring at the ceiling. I already know.
She was doing little peeks.
Yeah. And so I heard the door open. I'm like, oh, here she is. She's here. She's here. So I shut my eyes.
She's literally saying that, by the way.
This is like the softest kidnapping I've ever heard.
And so I hear my mom going, okay, she's in the room. Go ahead. Go wake her
Oh
up.
my gosh.
And so the girl comes in and she's like, Lindsay Lowe, you're being taken for the tennis team of Marina High School. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I played it off. And she took me to another house where the other girl was. And they did her hair all awful. And they wrote tennis balls on our neck. So, of course, which word was written on my neck?
Balls.
Balls.
Oh.
All day, balls was written on my neck.
You had to like wear it or keep it on or something?
Yeah, so the other girl had
like
tennis written on her neck, and I had balls written on my neck. So we were trying to like walk next to each other all day so people could see it was like tennis balls. But oh my gosh, yeah. I think we were the last year to be hazed, but that was quite the day.
The good old days of hazing.
I mean, it could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
It
Yeah.
could have been.
Yeah.
Could always
could
be
have been.
worse.
Because I didn't think like your mom was gonna be in on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mom, she's pretty cool that way though. She'll.
I thought the lady was gonna break through the window and fucking put a sheet over her head. You know, waterboard.
That's what
you.
I would have done.
Oh no,
That's how I roll.
Yeah, no, that would have made a good Lifetime movie, but no, this one was pretty innocent.
Wow. So, okay, tennis girls. I didn't know you guys did that to each other.
Oh,
Used to do that to each other.
Orange County can get kind of wild, I think.
Man, so that explains why you left Orange County then. You're like, forget this.
I think I just got burnt out, and starting tennis at a very young age, and I still love it, but when you're playing for so many years, and I mean, it was my life. It's all I knew.
Yeah.
Even every weekend I wasn't with friends. I mean, I did see my friends, but I knew I had tennis tournaments and it was very important. And even after high school practice, I had solo practices for my USTA team, and I was just burnt out. And for a little bit, I dabbled in acting.
Yep.
Oh, what?
A little.
Yeah, dude, there's a video out there, dude. There's a video out there on YouTube. She's in the Lil Romeo video. I don't know if you
Look
know.
at Dalen's face.
Okay, Lil Romeo is Master P's son.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What was the name of their company? Master P. It's not Young Money. That's Lil Wayne. Master P. No Limit. No Limit. So he had a son, Lil Romeo. Lil Romeo was big, like I think in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So she's in the video, dude. She's like one of the screaming fans, and they're like zooming. They're zooming in on her. Like she got FaceTime on the camera.
Really?
15 seconds of fame.
How'd you get in that?
My mother, again, she was in the escrow industry, and a lot of her clients were she worked with a lot of high-end people, and she ended up meeting a talent manager, and she said, my daughter wants to be an actress.
She talks just like that.
She does. Dalen's met her. She knows. And so I went on an audition, and they said Lil Romeo's having a music video with Solange Knowles, and it's called True Love, if you guys want to look it up.
Solange Knowles. Wow, Beyonce's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was her.
But this is the funny part. I'm just an extra, but they did, ask who can cry on cue, and I raised my hand right away. And so we're supposed to be running up to the bus because we're so excited Lil Romeo's here. But this is actually a turning point for me. They had makeup. They had all the makeup artists on set, and they were putting just lip gloss on everyone. And I just remember that moment when they came up to me and they were putting lip gloss on me, and I saw them with their makeup, just getting their makeup wands and their lip gloss wands, and getting the lip gloss out and putting it on me. I'm like, that is so neat. That is so neat.
That's so weird that you were more, attracted to, or your eye went to that instead of like the acting stuff.
Yeah, I just thought that is so neat to be behind the scenes and to just do makeup on everyone. And I was really attracted to that part of it. But yes, there's a music video, and I am in it, crying, and you will see my face.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, cool memory. I've heard it before, but yeah, wait, I know you also, your Papa John also took you in a lot of auditions. So you're like one of those kids going out to auditions as well for a little bit, weren't you?
I did, and I thought I was so neat because I had a flip phone.
Which one? The Razor?
No, I wanted a Razor, but I never
nice.
had a Razor. I just had like a Verizon little flip phone. And, and I told my English teacher, I said, listen, this is very important, but I'm an actress now. And
So I don't do school right now, okay?
yeah, and I know we're not supposed to have our cell phones on in class, but I might get called for auditions.
Oh my god.
And she looked at me like, who the hell do you think you are? But she's like, okay, that's fine. And I said, so I need to have my phone on in case my agent calls me. And
my agent.
let me tell you guys something. I just did the one music video. I got no phone calls. That was it.
Oh my gosh. Stop it. No, but so I know that makeup part of you got triggered. So I know you were doing makeup before that, but was that what pushed you to LA? When was it like? When was that moment when you were like, all right, that's it. I'm out with this, with all this pressure.
I honestly think, I grew up always doing something. I was jazz, tap, and ballet. It was brownies. It was Girl Scouts. It was soccer. It was church choir.
Very busy.
I was
kept you very busy.
I was kept very busy, and it was a very positive childhood. But and then tennis, for such a big chunk of my young life, and then I wanted to, I guess, have a I don't know if it was a break, but high school was actually very. I don't want to say it was difficult for me. I loved high school. I was prom princess.
The prom queen. The prom
I mean, if
queen.
you look at it from the outside, you would say, oh, this girl, she's in a music video. She's walking she's walking on, varsity tennis. She, at the time I had a high school sweetheart. I mean,
she's got it together.
You would think this girl has everything. But, I would go home and I would cry every single day. And it was a lot of pressure. I had a lot of pressure of, what college am I going to go to? And where are my grades at? And, I have these schools looking at me, and it was a lot. It was
How do
lot.
people, I mean, I'm wondering now, like, what's the right way to manage that? Like, do you think that falls more on the parents to manage that with kids that have kind of those high expectations put on them by, everybody. What do you guys think?
I think every kid's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it may be depending on the kid, for sure, the parent, right?
Right.
But
well, and for my family, they just wanted to give me every opportunity to succeed. And looking back now, I am 38. Looking back now, like, I want to do the same for my son, give him every opportunity that I can. I could see where I'm doing things a little differently because I felt so much pressure. And I'm not saying that the way I was brought up, it was not the right way. It's just, I felt so much pressure. Don't necessarily want my son to feel that pressure, but I want to make sure that I'm navigating him in the right way so he has that as well. But also, I'm a people pleaser, and I like to make sure, and this, me being your girlfriend, I like to be perfect in every way. And it's a lot of, it's really difficult in the sense of, and even as a friend, I want to make sure everything is perfect. I want to make sure everything is going well for everyone. I want to make sure everyone's happy.
We had this conversation this morning. I was like, sweetie, you can't do that because it's going to drive you nuts. It's going to drive me nuts. And, because we're human. All of us are just, trying to make it through the day sometimes, just trying to get through the day, like one day. And, we're all going to make mistakes, and I make a lot of mistakes on a daily basis. And, you've seen me make mistakes, and vice versa. But, I guess there should be like an understanding, like, hey, like, you don't have to try to, it's nice to have that standard there and try to meet it. But, if you don't, like, it's not the end of the world. It's
right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, and I agree. I agree with that. I think back in high school, I just was ready to do everything that I could to make my family happy.
Yeah.
And I think some of that is still stuck with me to this day. But for me, at 17, I was burnt out, and I walked off the tennis court, and I just decided I wanted to move to LA. I said I was done with high school, and my mom said, "Oh, you have to graduate." I mean, okay. She's like, "That's fine. I understand." I mean, the girls were bullying me. That was the big thing. It was very, very bad, and I would go home and cry about it, like I said, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I said, "Mom, I will graduate, and I do want to graduate. I want a diploma, but I cannot go back to this school." And so we found an independent studies program, and I finished my senior year in 3 months. I got the packets. I was done.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I said, give me what I need, and I want to finish. And I actually finished so fast that the program, well, first they're like, okay, well, are you on drugs? I'm like, no. They're like, are you pregnant? I'm like, no. They're like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm being bullied, and I just want out, and I want to, and I want to get out of I want to get out of high school, and I want to start college.
Yeah.
And I did. I actually did start at Golden West, took a few classes. I took psychology, I took sociology, I took political science, I took English. I was very close to getting my AA because I graduated so quickly. So while my class was still in their senior year, I was in college. But that May of my senior year, I told my mom, I said, I want to move to LA. Like, college is just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm an artsy person.
How old were you when you made that decision?
I was 18, 19. No, I was 19.
Can you imagine, dude, telling your parents at 18, like, hey, I'm out. Like, peace out. I'm going to go live in LA. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of did the same thing of going to the military.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, because I didn't know what I wanted to do at high school or in college, and it wasn't for me.
I was too broke to make that decision to be like, I'm going to go to LA. I didn't have those resources.
Well, that's why I made the decision to go to the military,
Yeah.
Well, that's a scary thing to decide too, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice after all, you know.
I thought about joining the Marines around
you
20.
decided
told me that.
hardcore.
Dude, let me tell you, I did I got a ticket one time when I was like 17 years old at in the lake, Paris Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a jet ski and I was riding it opposite of traffic with my cousin.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't know that there was like a traffic that you had to follow, like everybody going clockwise around the lake.
Okay.
We were going the opposite way, so they stopped us and they gave us a damn ticket.
Instead of giving you a fucking warning.
Yeah,
Wow.
on the jet ski. So then I had to go get the ticket. I had to go to go see a judge and all that.
That's so
with
stupid.
my mom, and so I don't know how I got into my head, but somebody told me do community service. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna ask the judge for that. So he said okay, and I told him yeah, I want to go do it at the Marines office. So I went to go hang out with the Marines, and dude, these guys were so cool.
Yeah.
They were just like they were dressed up, in their uniforms. But they would be chilling like in their office and just watching movies.
Yeah.
Like stolen movies with the time.
Oh my gosh.
With the time recording on the bottom.
That's cool.
And they would just like, I would just chill with them, and they would barely even talk to me too. Like they didn't make me do anything. Like,
No.
Dude, they were so chill. They were so cool, man.
There's probably nothing to fucking do.
Yeah, but that put the thought in my head. I was like, dude, I think I would want to join the Marines. So, this was before.
Before 9/11?
Before 9/11, yeah.
Oh shit.
When I was doing all the practice stuff, I was scoring so low on like math and stuff like that because I hate math.
Same.
So I was like, nah, dude, they're gonna send me into infantry or something. So I wanted options, and I don't know. Then my family, I kind of told a few of them, and they were, I don't know, I didn't feel the vibe like they were supportive of it.
Yeah, mine wasn't either.
So I just kind of.
It's hard for a family.
Yeah,
Hard.
that thought kind of faded after that, but yeah, I thought it definitely crossed my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
nice.
So what happened was my brother, he was in the Navy, and so then he had gotten out, and he was living in, I think it was Long Beach at the time, and they were obviously, him and his wife and the kids, they were kind of struggling, and so he had the thought, I'll go back in the military, but I'll do the Army, and the Army's office was downtown Long Beach,
right.
or the recruiters. And so I was going to college. It was 2018. I think I was trying to play baseball at the college, so I was doing the tryouts, and then as a walk on because I didn't play in high school.
Right.
And so then I fractured my nose, so I didn't make the team because I couldn't play. I couldn't finish the tryout. They wouldn't let me. And so I had dropped because I was taking whatever prerequisites I needed, but then I was taking a radio class. I had to be on radio.
Right.
And I had to drop that to play baseball because it was the time, the schedule. Right. So I dropped it, and when I dropped it, that's when I fractured my nose. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah. So I was kind of like stuck because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was telling people I want to do forensic science, but I didn't want to do that. That
would be kind of neat too, though.
Yeah, but it was just to shut people up, like this is what I'm gonna do,
Oh, like to shut up your family?
Yeah, like when they're like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? Oh, forensic science, I don't fucking know.
That sounds important.
Yeah. Well, because I took a forensic science class in my junior year of high school, junior or senior, one of the two. And I thought that was cool. It was cool. I mean, but it's not what I really wanted to do. But it was just like an option, I guess. And so my brother knew that. So when he went to the recruiters, he had told them about me, and they're like, well, there's a buddy system. So if we were to join together, we would have gone to boot camp together. His would have been shorter because he was already in the military. But then when I finished, I would join him wherever he was stationed, and we would have the same job. We'd live together, work together. And so when he told me that, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm down,
Right.
I have nothing else going on. And I was always the kid that I never thought I would join the military. Like my two best friends growing up, one went to the military, and the other one was always talking about going to the military. So when he'd come over and we'd hang out, we'd be watching boot camp videos.
Oh my gosh.
to prepare him for what he was going to be going through.
Brainwashing.
And little did we know he didn't go and I fucking went.
That's funny, huh? How
Yeah.
that happens sometimes.
And then also my brother didn't go and I fucking went.
Oh,
You
no.
know,
oh, dude.
and because that buddy system didn't exist.
Yeah.
But then I didn't fucking know how to tell my parents.
Right.
Because I know my dad's like he worries about everything, and so I knew he was he was not going to take it well. My mom, more better than him, but yeah. So then I joined. I did all this shit, went through the process, and then I had to tell them, and that I was going to be gone.
Right.
And but I did it. I kind of wish I did active duty.
Mm-hmm.
But I got hurt, so I couldn't do it anyway.
Right.
But I did the reserve so that I can be like, well, this, like, so when I told my parents, I can be like, well, I'm not going, I'm just going out there for boot camp and schooling after that, and then I'll come home.
Right.
So they'll be like, not give me such of a hard time for it,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then I went out there, man.
So, speaking of going out there, that jump from the OC to LA, dude, that must have been nuts, Lindsay, because I could only imagine an 18-year-old. You're going to LA. You're going. Yeah, I mean, you're going into it. You're going into it. That lifestyle, that craziness. In my opinion, I mean, just like being like when I went to acting school down there, in Hollywood, like the environment's crazy. It's different. It's
I got eaten alive.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Okay. How so?
Well, okay. I mean, backtrack a little. My family is so supportive. They're just wonderful. When I told them I wanted to be a makeup artist, it wasn't like I just wanted to put makeup on people. I wanted to be a makeup artist for the industry. And so we did research. Mm-hmm. We looked at a lot of different makeup schools. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of wonderful makeup schools in LA. The one that I decided on, unfortunately, it's no longer there. The owner, the owners, they were married. It was wonderful, wonderful people.
What was it called?
It was called Studio Makeup Academy, and it was run by Jim and Doreen Millick. Mm-hmm. But Jim has since passed away.
Oh, R.I.P.
Doreen is still on my Instagram, and she's wonderful. But the reason why I chose Studio Makeup Academy is because it was actually on the Sunset Gower studio lot on Sunset Boulevard. And I chose that over Mud. I chose that over a lot of other makeup schools because it was on the studio lot. So I was able to have that experience to be on a lot where the Three Stooges were filmed, where they were filming Georgia Rule at the time, where there's so much history. I mean, Charlie Chaplin was there at one point.
Crazy.
Musso and Frank's is just right across the street, where I still want to take you sometime. I mean, I love Hollywood history.
Same.
I love it. I love, I feel so bad for Hollywood right now. It's not the same as it was in 2005, 2006 when I lived there. But it was so, and even just back in the day too, in the 40s and 50s, and just what a time. I mean, John and I, we have to go over why I call you John too, but,
do we?
Well, I do call Dario
Yes.
John, but we watch movies, and we watched Lost Boys the other night, one of my favorite movies now, and I just watched it for the first time maybe a year ago.
What?
I know.
Yeah, dude.
What?
I know.
I put it on for
And
Oh, dude,
this
the soundtrack
scene,
to that movie.
and
the
the
music.
scene.
Yes, the infamous scene that you love so much that you were like, "Oh, honey, rewind that." Rewind that again.
The
Pause
saxophone
that?
player scene.
Oh my gosh.
I still believe.
Oh, and then he made me a shirt of the saxophone player that says, I still believe.
I still believe.
He thinks I like it because of the saxophone
Yep.
player.
Yep.
I like it because of the aesthetic.
Because he's oiled up.
Oh my
Is that what his name is? Aesthetic?
Honestly, every time we watch movies, and we watch movies from different genres, okay? And this man, and we've talked about it, or he's talked about it in different podcasts, where he went to acting school at Stella Adler Academy, right? That's how you say it.
Yeah.
And where Marlon Brando went. And so we started watching Marlon Brando movies, and every time we're like, what a time. Like, even like during, like, what a time to be alive, you know, where times were simpler. But going back to, like, just the time when I was there, like, what a time. I remember they made badges for us, and we went into the elevator, and I'm like, this place is so haunted. Like, it is just, like, so much character and so much.
You're talking about the makeup studio?
Yes,
went to-
studio, Gower Studio lot. I mean, Charlie Chaplin was there.
That's crazy.
They had pictures of him.
Probably still there.
The Three Stooges was filmed there.
Showing up. Those guys are legends.
Like, it was just amazing. And so, remember that show Wild and Out with Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were finished with so going back, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. We had a beauty class and we had special effects. So I chose to do both courses because I wanted to be more marketable. And when we were finished for the day, which would end around 4:00, Nick Cannon would be filming his Wild and Out show. And they would always let the makeup artists go into the audience.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was a really neat experience. And then, you know, they would be filming Georgia Rule too. That's with Lindsay Lohan. That's the time they were filming that.
Are you related to her, Lindsay Lowe?
No. And I'm not related to Lowe's either. Unfortunately, I know you'd love
Be
that.
fucking rich if you were.
That'd be,
He would love that.
heck yeah. All the free supplies I could get my hands on and tools.
But it was a great time. I had an apartment in
Oh, yes, you
Burbank,
did. Yes, you did.
Perfect.
right near Bob's Big Boy.
Oh, I love that Bob's Big Boy. You know, I didn't like Bob's Big Boy for many years. I used to go as a child. But when you took me to that one, and I finally, I tried something off the menu. I tried a blue cheeseburger.
Oh.
Ooh, dude, it was so good. That is
sounds good.
my go-to.
Where is your Bob's Big Boy, by the way? I'm looking for him.
Well, he went. Oh wait, you went to the one in Downey, right?
No. Where's don't you have a toy of him?
Oh,
Oh, he's up there.
up there.
Okay, there you go. I
Yeah,
was looking- when
that's
you
where
said
we
it, I
got
was
him
looking-
from. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got him from that Bob's Big Boy over there in Burbank.
In Burbank, yeah.
That's dude, but I'm telling you something. That one they do things differently there. They like their food is good there because we had one in
yeah.
Downey and it's not that good. Not to crap on Downey,
It is Downey.
but it is different over there. And then Brad ordered her son Brad ordered a
Be red.
cherry Coke or what
Uh-huh.
was it?
Yeah,
No, vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke.
And dude, with the crunchy
was
ice,
good?
the little squared crunchy ice.
Oh, I like the crunchy.
Dude, Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. What
I
up?
think I've gone one time, but it was when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So I probably got chicken tenders or some shit.
Yeah. And fries.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And that Toluca Lake area is beautiful. I loved my apartment there.
I know you did because I've heard many stories from that apartment. Many
Good or
parties.
bad?
However you want to look at it, David.
Well, let's
Whoever
just
floats my boat away.
say, listen, I was very, like I said, OC was a bubble.
Party, woo.
I moved to LA and I was very like, hello.
How you doing?
Lindsay came out.
you
Lindsay
doing?
Lowe came out to play.
Lindsay Lowe came out to play, and then I moved
buddy.
back home about a year later and said, Mom, I'm coming home with a cat and I'm pregnant.
That is what you call an moment.
And
All
you
I
know
think about
what?
is the turtles.
I don't regret anything because,
Owning it.
you live once and I lived it. And living in LA for a year is like 5 years.
You know what? I I love all your stories from LA. Just because I think I told you that it felt like 1 year was like 5 years. I love all your stories of going to the clubs, underage, walking around
my
barefooted.
gosh. Oh,
With pirate feet, dirty pirate feet.
I have the best memories.
The celebrities that live next door to you, the band.
Oh,
who were they? What were they called?
Okay, so
Yeah, she lived next door to like a band.
yeah,
Who?
so the used were my neighbors.
Used. Any of you guys out there
If you
know
go,
who they
yeah,
are?
the used were my neighbors.
There's a song. If you heard it, you probably recognize it.
Oh,
But-
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was
Oh.
very sweet with me. He
wasn't your neighbor.
No, he was not my neighbor, but I
yeah,
was
definitely not.
he was very friendly with me at the Viper Room,
Hello.
and
Betty.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
he was very nice. He was very nice,
Very nice.
How
Yeah.
much?
very nice.
Not.
And I met my best friends there,
Yeah.
Jai and Val. And
Yeah.
Jai has since passed, but Valentine is in Massachusetts now. But no, I have a lot of wonderful memories there, and the best one is I have Brad now, who's going to be 18, and I
Crazy.
became a mom, and I got picked up with Ed Hardy there when I was right out of makeup school. They called my school and they sent me to Ed Hardy, and I worked Fashion Week like a month after I graduated, and it was extremely stressful, and I was so nervous to even put mascara on the model. I handed her the mascara and I said, "Here you go." And she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I can't do it." And but no, I don't regret anything, because I am here now and I have all that knowledge, and it was a time.
Yeah.
I need to write a book someday.
You do. You have a, you have a lot
I
of
have
stories.
so many stories that need to be taken to the grave too, though.
Same. They're going with me. They're not going out. Yeah, but so when you got back home, with your son now, and then you had another life-altering experience that would forever change you.
Many years later, though.
Many years later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Tell us about that life-altering experience, Lindsay.
so let's just say I've been a single mom for 16 years, first of all. But with my family's help, I'm very grateful. And then when I was, let's see, Brad's going to be 18. So when he was 13, I was feeling very dizzy a lot. I was slurring a lot, and I wasn't drinking. I started to get dizzy in my eyes. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, my eyes were like fluttering back and forth. I would be walking up and down my hallway, and I'd have to like push up against my hallway walls
It
just
just
to hold.
happened one day. Just started.
Just
feeling
slowly,
happening?
like I would get headaches first, and then all of a sudden my balance, my equilibrium would go off, and I just knew something was off. I started to gain a ton of weight too, and I wasn't the type to just sit and eat. And I just knew something was wrong. And so I went and got blood work done. Everything looked fine. My thyroid was fine. And so then it was funny, it was my OB and my OBGYN, and he said, something is definitely not right. And he said, I think that, sorry guys.
No, it's okay. Okay. There we go.
He said, I think you should go see a neurologist. Let's just check you out. So I went to a neurologist and I told her my symptoms, and she said, yeah, let's go get you an MRI. And I got an MRI done, and I went back for the results, and she said, yeah, everything looks good, but there is like a little cyst in your brain, but it's the size of a pea, like a pea that you eat. Nothing major. You should be fine. And I said, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, it's just a little size of a pea. Very, very small. It'll probably rupture on its own. You'll be just fine.
Yeah, right.
And I said, are you sure? And I said, because I'm really not feeling well. Like I couldn't work. I mean, I couldn't focus. And she said, oh yeah, it's fine. And in the meantime, I had to do all these tests where I had like this like helmet thing on with little pins and needles on my head. And they were testing the brain waves. And
that alone would have, oh my gosh.
Oh no, I went through it for about a year, and I was in and out of hospitals, which I will not name, but at one point they said, Lindsay, we can't do anything. Like, we cannot do anything. Like, I think you should go talk to a therapist. And I'm thinking, okay, listen, I understand people need to talk to therapists. I get it. I said, but this is a little bit more than therapy.
They want to send you a fucking therapist?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that, dude?
Dude, no.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That just shows you how failed the system is.
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
And
So
it was awful.
bad.
No, it was awful. And so finally, again, my mom, she's a fighter.
Shout out to Marcy Pie.
Yeah, Marcy Pie, and she calls him Angel Pie. She got on the phone with this hospital at the very last time they shot me down, and she said, listen, my daughter is going to die. Like, I've never seen her like this. And they said, okay, you know what, there is a doctor, and his name is Dr. Linsky, and he's very, very hard to get into, but they did the whole insurance thing, and I'm giving you guys a very, very short story because this went on for like a year and a half. But at the end, I did get into Dr. Linsky at UCI in Orange. I gave him all the discs, all the paperwork that I had accumulated, and he said, he looked at me and his PA, and I knew that they believed me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to cry because no one else believed me for a whole year. That something was wrong.
Everyone else was gaslighting you and telling you you're hearing things.
Basically, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah,
You're
and that I
crazy.
had a little cyst the size of a pea. And he's like, okay. He's like, listen, I'm so sorry to do this to you, but I need to do my own tests. He's like, I want blood work. I want scans, and his scans were 3 hours long. So I had an MRI. I was in the MRI machine for 3 hours. He wanted my spinal cord and everything.
Very thorough.
Very thorough.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I go back in, and he says, okay. He's like, you have a tumor. He's like, it's not a cyst. He's like, it's a cystic tumor. So like there's like some solid mass, and there's a cyst like around the solid mass. It's in your pineal region, connected to your pineal gland.
Right in the center of the brain.
Right in the
Jesus
center
Christ.
of the brain. He's like, and I'm surprised like you're not dead right now. And because
Crazy.
that what it is it was connected in the center of the brain, and this little region is where the spinal fluid goes up into the brain and it flows out. So the reason why I was getting so dizzy is because when the spinal fluid was going up, it couldn't filter back out.
Crazy, dude.
So my brain was like expanding because the tumor was growing, and it was not the size of a pea. It was like the size of almost a golf ball.
Holy shit.
So this lady was like the first neurologist,
I'm
and
sure
this
that
is a
part of-
neurosurgeon.
I'm sure a part of her was like trying to keep you calm and not scare you, but to not have the truth, I mean, that's more damaging.
Well, it's malpractice. It's just so bad. So bad. I mean, I don't know. And I asked him, I said, how, like the minute he told me that, like everything, like, and I've told him this, I've told John this, it's like when you're in a movie and you hear that like ee sound, like when someone like,
Like flat
everything-
lines, that flat line.
that flat line, I was just like, I couldn't hear anything else.
Wow.
And he's like, and it needs to come out. He did say it was benign. Like this guy already knew. He's like, it is benign, but it needs to come out.
Shout out to Dr. Linsky.
Dr. Linsky,
by
and
the
if you
way.
look him up, he's amazing. He has his own little practice there.
He's amazing. He's a specialist at what he does, and
He is.
I met him. I got to meet him. He looks like he could play Santa Claus if he had the beard. He looks like he has rosy cheeks, and he's very, very serious man. Very nice.
He's passionate about his
Yeah,
work.
like he cares, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Like he cares about his job. Can you imagine if we had a whole world of people?
Oh, that lady.
Well, we do. But can you imagine if we had people like Dr. Linsky that actually cared and gave a crap about their job? And I mean, you know, it sounds corny, but the world would be a better place if people cared about what they did, and especially in what they specialized. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it saved her life. I mean, if he could easily just brush it off and said something like, "Oh, you know, your insurance doesn't accept me," or whatever.
Yeah.
But he cared. Like, he cared about what was inside of her, you know, and he knew he could take it out.
And he was very serious. He said, this is, you know, not an easy procedure. He said, you will be asleep, but I would be sitting up and my head would be like in these brackets. So like my head was like in this bracket thing, and he had to shave the back of my head. And it was about 10, I think a little over 10, maybe almost close to 13-hour procedure.
Jesus Christ.
And because he explained he had to go underneath the thinking part of the brain, and he had to go layer by layer by layer.
That's crazy.
Through the brain.
Can you imagine that, dude?
But,
just having the confidence to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was so funny. He brought out a model of the brain when he was showing me this, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, I don't know anything. That
just do it, man.
Like, okay, just give me the drugs and let's just
fucking do it.
Like,
I'm the same way.
But you know, it was a month later. I had to get the scan of my brain, and this is another thing. Like, they had to scan my brain. So like when he was doing it, he had explained in the surgery, there was like a scan of the brain. So when he was going into my brain, there was a picture of my brain so he could see exactly where he was going.
Right. Like
to the side, which is amazing. Unfortunately, after my brain surgery, I did have a little leak, which happens in about 4% of patients.
Of course it happened to you.
Of course. So like right where my plate is, and I do have a titanium plate in, there was a leak, so I had to go back in again, and it was about like a 5-hour surgery.
Holy shit.
That's insane. Going back a little bit, I love the story of when you were going in and you're like crying your eyeballs out, right? Because you think you're going to die.
Oh, yeah.
And how, you know, he asked you, what music do you want to hear to calm you down?
Well,
and what did you tell him?
Well, because what happened was so UCI is a teaching school. And they were trying to find my veins. And because my veins were done from all the poking, from all, you know, everything. And so they couldn't find a vein. They ended up doing an IV through my foot.
Oh, shit.
And then they did a pick, like a big pick through my chest. But I was already a mess, and my aunt and my mom were there, and my mom's so strong. My aunt's like, get her out, don't let her go. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I started to cry, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. And they're like, take her back, just take her back, just take her back. And so the staff's rolling me back, and they're like, Lindsay, Miss Lowe, just tell us what kind of music you want. And I'm like, I don't know. Backstreet Boys.
I fucking knew it.
Backstreet Boys.
And that makes you larger than life.
So I'm in the room crying my eyes out, and I'm just like lying there, and I see everyone doing their thing, and they're rolling me over and putting my whatever they're doing, and I Want It That Way comes playing on in the surgery room.
Great song, by the way.
And I'm just looking at my nurse. I'm like, don't let me die. I'm like, I'm a mom. I can't die. She's like, you're not going to die. She's like, you're with the best doctor.
Crazy.
But I fell asleep to I Want It That Way.
Oh my gosh.
And then, yeah.
Is that the last song you would want to listen to, Dalen?
No.
I don't know. What would be the last song I would want to listen to?
Oh, that's...
Whew. Well, you weren't thinking of it in that way. You weren't thinking this is going to be the last song. You were just thinking of a song that would make
They just wanted to calm me down.
Yeah, just to calm you down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's why, like, everyone always, like, I am such a happy person now because I literally.
Yeah. What's your problem? Why are you so happy all the
I've-
time? Why are you so nice to everyone?
How the fuck are you so happy all the time?
I can't stand it. And everyone else can't stand it either.
Really, I get hit. I think I get hissed
I'm not
at
everyone
a lot.
else.
They see Lindsay coming, they're like,
They go,
they hiss.
Especially at Scary Farm with all those fucking.
Oh my God.
We're gonna cut that part. We're gonna cut that part.
But when you listen to why, you listen to the reason why, you know, you understand. It's like you almost died and you came back. You're back to life. And
well,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, I think I would be happy to, or I would have a certain attitude after that, you know, surviving that.
Well, I woke up and, you know, they had to help, like, I had to move my arms and I just wanted to talk to my son. And, you know, they had to help me walk. And again, I was like, I even asked him, I said, am I going to be able to do makeup again? And he said, I'm not sure. You know, that's all I've known. Right now, I've been a makeup artist for 20 years. And, you know, that's all I've known.
That would be hard to listen, to hear.
Yeah. Well, how was Brad taking everything?
He said he was fine. But when I talked to my mom, she said that he was really scared.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm all that he had at the time. Now he has John. And now he's older. He's 18. You know, he's going to be 18 in September.
And now he has a girlfriend. So he's the man now.
But
you don't
really,
need us anymore.
He doesn't need me anymore.
You know, but really, I'm all that he's ever had. And of course, he has my mom and my aunt and my uncle, but I'm his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So
You only get one. Well, you got two.
You know, and then I had to go under again. You know, and
Sometimes
that one,
you get more than one.
Yeah,
I got more than one.
But it's hard because then I had to go under again, and that one was really difficult because they had to make sure my spinal cord was okay. So I had the cord, this little thing coming out of my spine for a week. So I was in there for a week. Christ. And they were testing my spinal fluid for a week, and that one was really, really bad. And they said if the swelling doesn't go down in your brain, you're going to have to go in for a third surgery, and you're going to need a shunt. And that one was very, very scary. So I just remember them helping me walk. And I've told John this story multiple times, but, you know, when it was a very sunny day, it's very cold in the hospital, and I was in ICU, but when they helped me walk and I walked towards the window and I just felt the sun on me. And I know that I don't know how people are going to take this, but when the sun hit me and I was looking outside, it felt so nice to have that sun hit me. And I just thought this is amazing. Like, I feel so grateful to feel that warmth. Mm-hmm. I feel so grateful to be alive, to feel that warmth. And I was just looking outside thinking, I can't wait to leave this hospital. Like, I'm grateful to be alive, but I can't wait to leave. And then when they rolled me out and I saw my mom, I was just so happy because it is the most terrifying thing to be out of control and to have other people in control. And I knew that I couldn't do anything. And I think that's why, like with John, when I met him, I was very, very forward with my feelings with him. And very forward. And I still am. And I know it scared him.
She scares me every day.
I do. But at the same time, it's like I had this experience, and not everyone does, and I understand that. But it's like I have nothing. Like, what else is there to lose? Like, my biggest fear is now, like, to lose him or my son. Like, I have gone through the worst thing that you could possibly go through. And my biggest thing right now is to make sure that my family is happy. Mm-hmm. And I've never met someone that has, you know, shown me a love, or my son a love, And that's why I'm just so open and patient and compassionate with him. And I'm so grateful that he's opened up his life to Brad and myself. You know, I think about that too. He didn't have to open up his life and his friendships like you and Court and Ryan and Jess, you know, to Brad and I. And he did. Mm-hmm. And that means a lot to me. So.
That's sweet.
It's true.
It's the things we take for granted. Sunlight, a breeze, and eyesight. It's just crazy. It's crazy how, not that we don't want to focus on that stuff, but we don't. We're so focused on other things most of the time. We really don't. It's sometimes, like when I get sick, everything slows down, and it just goes back to basics like breathing, being able to breathe comfortably, being able to like just walk downstairs or get up and walk or eat comfortably. You know, like all the things we take for granted. You know, I'm glad you made it back, Lindsay Lowe.
Oh, I am too.
And
I am 3.
And she made it so far back to the living that she decided to go work at a place where there was a lot of unliving people. No, I mean monsters.
Yes.
You know, spooky stuff, ghosts, scary things, Not Scary Farm, where we met. And I like your stories, of course, about you stalking me from a distance. She was apparently across from me with my makeup artist, and I remember seeing her, but I didn't know who she was, and she was always wearing a hat. And the reason why you were wearing that hat was because
my hair was still falling out from my surgery.
So her hair was falling out. But, you know, she was just another makeup artist, you know, one of the many wonderful makeup artists that we get to see and work with. And, but one day I remember my makeup artist, Mardusa, was doing my makeup. And then she's like, "Hey, Lindsay, look at this. Show her, Dario. Show her. I was showing her, trying to show her something on the phone. And so I glanced really quick across, and then I see her. She did this little pause. I don't think she even realized. She did this pause with her mouth where she was like, and then she walked over, like she took a breath. And I was like, that's interesting.
Well, I wasn't very confident. I had like half my hair falling out, and I was like, you know.
Yeah,
but I know
nothing.
But that's when I noticed something. I don't know what it was, but I noticed, like, you know, maybe I don't know. I didn't want to assume. I said, "Oh, that's interesting." Anyways, so I just, you know, put it in the back of my head, and then you came up to me and I showed you, and then you didn't say anything. You were just like, That's how you did. Like, you looked at the thing that I was showing you.
You're very handsome.
Oh, stop it. But yeah, you were like, you looked at the thing and then you just left, and that was it. Like, and then you disappeared. Yeah. I remember during late
the
part,
end, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the table was empty in front of me. I remember thinking, like, somebody was there. Like, what happened to that person? And then fast forward, we
I got really sick, by the way. I got the haunt plague, as they call it.
Oh, the infamous haunt plague, dude.
Yeah, really sick.
It wasn't the vid?
No. It was just I just got really sick. And then I dropped like 10 pounds super quick. And then it was the banquet. I was like, "Ooh, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go and look good." And
she did. And I saw her and I told her. I was like, she's like, "Hey, you remember me? You're Mars guy, right?" And I was like,
as if she didn't know.
Yeah,
exactly.
She was playing it off. And then I go, yeah. And then I go, "You look good." I go, "You look good." And then And then you kind of gave me the look, and then you left, and I didn't see you after that.
Well, you were surrounded by your friends and girls and
What year was this?
2020
22.
Oh, our
This was first year.
Okay.
First year, the Goring banquet with Forsaken Lake. And did we have anybody else with us? Oh, CS with us?
yeah.
CS with us? Makeup artist as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a combined. It was at the Knott's Hotel. But I remember seeing her, she wasn't wearing a hat. And I was like, ooh, hey, you look good. I go like that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we found each other on Instagram. Okay, so this is the story.
Who found who?
Her and
She already
her
knew, by the way,
sister.
probably.
Actually, I want to. I don't know who friend requested who, but do you?
I don't know who. I really don't.
I don't either. But
I messaged you
yes, you did.
eventually, and
First, well, so he asked me out.
what, you want me to finish this part? I asked you out, you rejected me.
Well, I was busy. I
Whoa.
was doing a photo shoot.
Okay, wait. So how did it go though? Like, what was your first message? How you doing?
I don't know, dude. I gotta look back. It was
Yeah.
probably something like
We
that.
were flirting.
Yeah, we were flirty. Like, I think I commented on her post or something like that. That's how it usually starts, right?
There was a post of Brad. It was my birthday. It's like January.
oh,
Early
the
Jan-
music, the song.
Yeah, he was posting like 50 Cent in the club.
Right.
It's your birthday. And
Right.
you laughed. And then we started messaging. And then he asked me out, and I said no, because I really did have a photo shoot that I had to go to in San Diego. But then he asked me out again, and I said yes. And that's that lovely picture of us that I posted of Buca de Beppo, our first date.
And this dude, the photographer, was he was like coaching us, like he was telling us what to
This
do,
poor
like
guy.
yeah, how to like take pictures and like, oh, put your arm around her, and
We just met,
We just
like-
met, dude. Like he was talking to us like if we were a couple for many years, and so she's all nervous in the picture, you could tell. And
Yeah, I'm like,
so then he comes back at the end of the dinner to show us the pictures, and he's like, pretty much, choose which one do you like, and Lindsay's going through them, and she's like, "Oh no!" She's like, "Oh gosh, no! Oh god!" And the whole time I'm staring at him, and he just looks devastated. Like his dreams are crushed. His dreams of being a photographer are crushed, and we just settled on the little free one. So that's our picture
yeah.
from our first date.
And he's like, "You look." What did you say, hun? You're.
I look like a Saudi prince or something, and she looked like, what did I say?
Like a little blonde girl on the ship.
Yeah. Like the girl that I, hit up through DMs and got
Brought
her
on the boat.
got on my yacht.
On your yacht.
And now she's in Saudi Arabia
That's so funny.
with me.
But every time I call him John, I remember his family's like, what? Because he grew up being called Dario.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That's what I
even
know.
now, like with you and your friends, when I call you John, they're like,
And I've heard them call me John here and there. And
Oh.
I'm like, I look at them weird, like, what?
and then the infamous haunt, John Dario.
Oh, John Dario.
Because I'm like, okay, I have to make this work because I call you John and then your friends call you Dario. So then I'm like, I'll just call you John Dario.
Right.
And then one of the makeup artists is like, Lindsay, you sound like some like rich woman, like at like you live in a cul-de-sac and you're hosting like a Tupperware party with John Dario. And so then it just carried on from there.
It really escalated pretty quickly. Everybody in the makeup room, they saw me and they would say that, John Dario. Or like Ross, John Dario. Like everybody was just, oh, yeah, it went on. You know what? I want to, real quick, go ahead and do Ghost Stories with the Dope Boys.
No.
Guys, give me a ghost story. Any of you guys, you have anything new?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh,
I gotta think. Yeah.
mine's recent and it's
Oh.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I have one too.
Okay. Good.
Recently at work.
Okay. Good. Gives you some more time to think.
Go, Lindsay. Lowe.
okay. So I have a pilgrim in my house right now.
Now tell the listeners
fuck?
why do you call him a pilgrim?
Okay. So
Did you name him?
we named him.
We named him.
Oh,
And I even gave him a voice.
He
Was he
gave
fucking Bane?
Yes, I go Brad.
he freaks Brad out with the voice.
Oh, my
I'm gonna
God.
see you at 3 a.m.
So when Brad is playing video games and his door's shut, he does this.
Brad, let me in. I'll be by your bed later.
Oh, I know he's traumatized. That's
He
probably
is.
why he doesn't play video games anymore.
Probably.
Thanks a lot, Dario.
Dude.
So where my bedroom is, the door, it's a single story house, but like I can see like down the hallway where the dining room is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm lying down in my bed. And all of a sudden I see this black figure with like a top hat, like a pilgrim hat. And that's why he's called the Pilgrim. And he just walks across from where the living room is to the dining room.
It's all in that area too.
And it's in that area. I'm like, I did not just see that. And I'm like, John. And I know John's not going to think I'm crazy because, well, I am a believer in Jesus. And I also, like, I don't see things all the time. I don't. And we've had these talks. And I'm like, John, I just saw something. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, no, he had a hat, and he just walked from the living room to the dining room. And I've seen him like how many times? Like 2 times?
I think so. And then your mom saw it. That's what kind of got me to like think,
Yes.
oh, it's not in her head. It's she said she saw the same thing too, but he had no feet, like no legs. So I'm assuming it's, like because he's a spirit.
Levitating and shit.
Yeah, he's levitating, but like not the full apparition.
Yeah, my mom saw that, and she's like, Lindsay, I saw this ghost, and he had this hat, like this pilgrim hat on. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was in the morning.
Yeah, but you know what? We figured out that we don't think it's a pilgrim hat because we went to Disneyland the other day. We went on the Haunted Mansion, and we were going through the ballroom scene, and you're like, oh, look. And you pointed up. You're like, the hat was like that.
Yeah,
and it was
like Abraham.
A top, It was like a top hat, like a short top hat.
That during that era, like Abraham Lincoln era.
1800s.
Maybe it was him.
1700s.
Well, also, like, I like to wear cross necklaces, and so I've ordered some cross necklaces off of Amazon. And
Are you going to sage the house and shit?
No, we don't believe in that.
I don't think we do. No, the sage is more for...
Oh, that's more like demonic, right?
Well, I honestly don't know about this stuff. I've heard it's like white witch stuff. Like it's more like I think witches do that. The saging stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, people. But
that's just something that we don't.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
But
we just we did it.
We got the Bible out.
Yeah, we just did it the old Christian way. And
yeah.
Hey, if you're not, hey, can you leave?
No, he started like saying scripture, like. You know, in Jesus' name, like, you're not, like, you need to leave. But also,
we don't know what his intent is either. I mean,
right.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, and I've never.
We don't know how does this work. How does this work?
Well, also,
I would have wanted him to hang around.
Well, in all the years that I've lived there, nothing sinister has ever happened. And also, when I buy these cross necklaces, John brought up a good point. He's like, we don't know where they're coming from. Like we don't know. We don't know like the people handling them, like if they're saying stuff before they put them in. Like I guess I never really we just don't know. And Brad, this is what's really interesting. So Brad got a cross necklace and like a silver cross necklace. And I said, Brad, because then it started showing up again. I'm like, where did you get your cross necklace from? Let's see where it came from. And it came from Salem, Massachusetts.
No way.
Yes. And I said, we got to throw it away. I'm like, you have to throw. I'm like, forgive us, Lord, but we need to throw away this cross necklace. Because, I mean, Salem, Massachusetts, where like the witch trials, all of that.
Yeah. That's crazy. What? Like out of all places?
I know. And it was from Amazon too.
Yeah.
But it was shipped from Salem, Massachusetts.
It's just the timing of stuff. It kind of lined up with what was happening. So we figured maybe it was that. But ever since we threw them away, we kind of
been quiet.
It's been quiet.
It's been quiet, Dalen.
So you know, things do attach to
Oh yeah,
things,
100%.
objects.
100%
Yeah, like the Annabelle doll that supposedly,
killed the dude.
yeah. So,
Yeah, that's wild. And also, my house is very active with all the animals, and this poor guy, he could have been going back and forth from the living room to the dining room, like, get me out, get me out.
yeah,
You
the
know,
cats
with all
alone
the
would have
cats.
Yeah.
scared them away. Well, let me tell you mine.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick. Mine was at work. I'm at my desk at work. It's a big warehouse. My monitor on the side, on my left side, the settings come up. They pop up for the monitor, and then it looked like somebody was going through all the settings, and I thought maybe it was a glitch. But what made me believe that it was something else was the settings were being chosen slowly.
Oh.
Like it was like dut, 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 and then to the side arrow, and then back, and then dut, dut, dut. Like it was doing that. So I thought it was the IT department. I was like, oh, these guys are probably remoted in to the computer. So the first thing I do as soon as I finish, and I got a little bit of video. I started recording like towards the end of it when it happened. So I go to them. I'm like, hey guys, are you guys remoting into the computer at the desk? And they're like, which one? I go, the one on for the e-commerce department. They're like, actually we don't have access to that. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, we can't remote into that. It's basically its own system. It's like its own little island. Like we don't have access to that at all. So I started explaining what happening, and they're like, that sounds like those are the settings for the monitor, for the actual monitor at the desk. They're like, you have to physically be there at the monitor to do what that thing was doing. And then I was like, oh no.
It's the pilgrim.
Yeah, it's the pilgrim followed you to work.
He can't stay there, so now he's there.
This is where you work at.
This is new technology.
I'll be with you 8 hours a day.
Yeah. So I was like, nope. I was like, oh, hell no. So this has never happened to me at work, like so close to my area. I know there's been activity throughout the building, but in that particular area, like that happened. It never happened to me, so close to me. So I was like, oh, dude. So then the IT guys started telling me their stories, and I was like, oh, no. I hope that the whole building is...
It is a warehouse.
Yeah, the whole building is active. What about you?
Scary.
Okay. I don't know what I've told so far.
You've told
A lot.
But I don't think
Yeah.
I've said this. So have you ever seen Ghost Adventures, the show?
Yeah.
So the main guy, Zach, he has a museum in Vegas
Yeah.
called the Haunted Museum.
Yeah.
And so that building, it was, abandoned in I think it was the 1900s, to say, don't quote me.
Right.
But while it was abandoned, I think the person who lived there, who had it, the lady, I think she might have been doing shit there. But when she died or whatever, and it was abandoned, people would break in there and they would go to the basement and do rituals.
Oh.
And so, like, to this day, there's a pentagram in the basement.
Oh.
The original pentagram that was been there since they would break in, the looters.
That's not good.
So, obviously I'm a big fan of the show, or especially when I was a kid. And, when I heard that he was opening this stuff, it's all haunted objects he's collected over the years. Like he has the chair that Michael Jackson would sit on by his bed to get the fucking drugs he would get every night or whatever. And,
Right.
The
milk.
He has the Bela Lugosi's mirror that he was murdered in front of, just fucking Bruce Lee's son when he was the Crow, like he has his costume.
Oh, no.
Like he has fucking like shit he has a whole room dedicated to serial killers, like
Oh my gosh.
like Manson, his
Dude.
teeth or whatever.
Oh.
Like he has Gacy's paintings.
Oh,
and
no.
He has everything. Like anything you can think of, this motherfucker has.
Right.
Like there was a story where a friend of theirs, like he owned there was a human skull.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who has had this skull, when they tried to get rid of it, or when they did get rid of it, they died like a week later.
Oh.
And so when the friend was telling Zach and them about it, they're like, well, we don't want to buy it from you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to leave it here, that's cool. You can leave it here. We'll display it.
Right.
And then we'll come back and then you can grab it whenever you want, basically, right? So the guy did that. The dude died a week later.
Of course.
A week or two later, and the skull went missing.
Oh.
So that's the shit that's there, you know?
Right.
And the Annabelle doll was there for an episode. But yeah, so anyways, so I've gone probably 3 times now.
Oh, you've gone.
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
Oh,
as soon as they opened, I was like, we're fucking going.
No, damn.
When they first opened, there wasn't when they first opened, it wasn't like for example, there's he made a documentary. There was a house in Louisiana that was famous for some movie. Can't remember what scary movie it was. And so he demolished the house after investigating it. It caused him. He saw this demon or whatever, and it caused him to have double vision.
Oh no!
So he has to wear these thick glasses now. Oh. So he demolished the house and he made a room out of the things that were part of it and haunted, that he thought were, you know, the thing was attached to, like the stairs to the basement. And underneath the stairs was a dirt with like artifacts like hair and just weird shit. So he had all that shit and he displayed it in the museum. There's a whole room. And he also had a figure made of the demon he saw.
Oh
no!
So it's standing in there when you fucking walk in. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. No. But for example, so when they first opened it, that room, you could just walk in and it was like a glass case with all the artifacts from the house. The stairs, he recreated the basement, and then the figure was standing at the end of the stairs. Oh no. But it was just all right there. Like there was nothing really protecting it. But now, like our tour guide wouldn't even go in there. Oh.
Why?
She had, I guess, something scratched her.
Oh yeah.
The very first time she went in there.
That'll do it.
And so she avoided that room. She's like, you guys can go in if you want, but I'm not going in.
I wonder what the pay rate is.
Oh, I know, me too.
Not enough.
I maybe. I mean, I'd be down. But now, like now when you go in there, you go into a room, it explains what everything is in there. And it says, this is a warning. Like, if you want to go in there, go ahead. Oh. But, like, and now it's, like, more guarded off. Like, you can't really, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And there's a doll named Peggy. Oh. When you look, so the story goes, if you look at her in her eyes, even through a picture, like, stuff can happen to you. Oh. So when they first opened, you would walk right in. There was just, like, the red ropes. And she was right there. And the first thing they would say is, don't look at her in her eyes. They open the door, and the first thing you do is look at her in her fucking eyes. But you have to say hi, Peggy, and bye, Peggy.
Oh, no.
And but so now when you go, you have to walk in. It's a wall, and you have to walk around, and they tell you she'll be on your left or right, whatever way you go. Yeah. And then, like, if you want to look at her, go ahead. If you don't, but say hi and bye. Right. But so now you're more protected, so you don't have to look at her. You just walk by. But before you just walked in, you're like, hey, So the first time I went, we looked at they had Bela Lugosi. That was one of the main things in his room. But now it's kind of just like a side thing now because there's more shit. But what they would do is they had a curtain on it, and they would tell you, okay, like they would tell you about the room, and they'd be like, okay, if you guys want to look in the mirror, because it said if you look in the mirror, you'll see stuff or something will happen to you, whatever. You looked in the mirror. Well, of course, they're like, line up, and there only 3 of us did. Oh my gosh. And so I was staring in the mirror, and then, went through the whole tour, and I felt like I was going to die. Like I got so sick after that, right when we were leaving. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was, dude, I felt like shit, like worse than I've ever felt. Really? Flu, COVID, like that takes a cake. Then I went the second time. I think, or second or third time. Of course you went the second time. With my sister. And we did, and before they didn't have the basement open. And now they have it to where if you do the VIP version, RIP, you can go to the basement. And so before they had a doll that would just sit on a rocking chair at the door to the basement. Because it was stairs that goes down, and then there's a door. Right. But it would be cracked open with the doll sitting on a rocking chair. And there was a dude, I guess the demon that haunts the doll, it was kept requesting a tea set. Oh. And Zach's like, I'm not going to fucking buy a tea set for a fucking, So they kept getting shipments though. Can I get a latte?
Crumpets and tea.
Yeah, please. But they kept getting shipments from with no return address. Okay. And it was of tea sets. He's like, well, I didn't fucking buy it, so here you go. So some dude was like, "Hey, do something," and the fucking door slammed. Boom.
Oh.
But now, so now it's open, right? So we're like, "Fuck yeah, we got to do the VIP version."
Right.
So I went down there. It was me, my sister, this white couple, and this black couple. Okay. And so we walk down. You go down the stairs. It's like a tight little hallway. You go right, and then left. It's like a little room, and the pentagram's like right there. And then there's like a little. They put like a little spirit box, so if it wants to talk, you can talk. Whatever the fuck.
Right.
So, we get down there, and we walk, and I noticed the white lady. She's walking, and not really looking, and then the spirit box is taking another step. And she looks down, and she's like a centimeter away from stepping on the pentagram.
Oh.
And she like turned pale.
Oh.
She said she felt like she was going to pass out.
Oh.
And they had to leave the tour early. But so then we get down, we we're there for like maybe like 20 seconds, and we're like, okay, let's go back up. So we go back up, and all of a sudden, as soon as we get to the top of the stairs, it feels like someone's stabbing me in my right shoulder, right here, like with the needle. Just boom, and my arm feels heavy, like I can't really lift it. So I feel this pain as soon as I get to the top, and I grab my arm, and I start like doing this, and as soon as I grab my arm and do this, the black lady next to me, she grabs her right arm, right shoulder, and does the same little stretch, and she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, hell no." And I'm like,
we gon' die.
She's like, "You better not tell me that your motherfucking shoulder hurts too." And I was like, "It fucking does." And she's like, "Oh, fuck this place," She's like, I told you not to come to this motherfucker, and we came. This is your fault." She's talking to her husband,
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so that happened, and it lasted the whole day.
Wow.
That's scary.
The whole day. Yeah, so that's my long, short ghost story.
And this concludes the Dope Boyz Ghost Stories. Lindsay Lowe. So we got to wrap this up because
I have one more question actually for you guys.
Oh,
it's a quick
shit.
question though.
Okay.
Quick
Make
question.
it so quick.
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me on.
Of course.
Well, duh.
This
Thank you
was
for
really
coming.
nice. I shared my whole life story.
Not whole, but we'll
Yeah, we didn't really get
there.
into. We really didn't get into haunt either. About. I mean, that was a big chunk of it.
Well, that's okay.
we'll get there.
But no, I really enjoyed being here. But I'm just curious if you guys could choose, because I know you both love movies. If you could choose any movie to star in, what movie would it be, and what character would you be?
Oh, can I also add, what would be, if you were on your deathbed, what would be the last movie you would watch?
No, Dalen. No. Dalen.
It's her question,
Dalen.
But isn't that like a good two-parter?
That is a good one.
It's a good one. Hold on. But Dalen, if you could choose, okay, but you're still alive. If you
And
could
then we'll
choose,
get to
then we can
Okay,
get to the
okay.
death. Okay.
Wait, a movie that.
Any movie. Okay, but because I know we have to wrap things up. Okay. If you could choose any movie to star in or to star with and any character, what would it be and why?
Fuck.
Who goes first?
Dario.
Okay.
I know what you're going to pick, probably.
I'm looking at my room right here. I have a lot of things to look at, and
Oh, man.
I think I know which one you would choose.
it's a hard one. Honestly, I would. Ooh,
I know what you choose.
no, sweetie, I don't think you do. I'm looking at one right now called my Indiana Jones,
Why?
Part 1, 2, and 3,
Why?
because he's such a beloved character.
Oh, I know.
And it's like, who doesn't love Indy? And I mean, those are perfect movies. Those three, the trilogy.
Okay.
Not the Disney crap, but the trilogy that Steven Spielberg and George Lucas did. It's perfect, in my opinion.
I thought you were going to say anything to do with Marlon Brando.
I was going to say The Godfather. That was
thought
what
about
I was
that.
thinking.
I thought
I was thinking he was going to say that.
I thought about it.
Okay, Dalen.
I'm in. Oh, wait, hold on. Second parter. What would be the last movie you'd ever watch?
Or the last movie, yeah.
Last movie I'd ever watched.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, dude, that one's tough. Man. Ooh, that's depressing. It would have to be a happy movie, right?
I mean,
It could be any movie that you love.
Maybe you want to cry before you die. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe I want to cry.
It could be a movie.
I don't know, man. I don't think I have an answer for that one. It's something that would make me happy, I guess, like Ghostbusters or
You love that movie.
yeah, something.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, something.
Ninja Turtles? Oh, I didn't even
Back
think about
to the
Ninja
Future.
Back to the Future.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I think that's the best answer I could give right now.
Okay.
That's a really good question.
All right. So for me to star in, I was thinking, because it's not going to be my answer, but I've always wanted to be in a horror movie, and I want to be the person that dies.
Who?
Okay, who?
Well, that's not.
Okay.
But like I don't, like, how there's always like the funny character,
Yes.
Yeah.
and like you're rooting for them because they're hilarious, but then they fucking die like in a stupid way.
Right.
Like Dewey and Scream.
Yeah. Well,
You'd
yeah,
be Dewey?
that was fucking stupid. But no, I'd be like Stu.
Oh yeah, Stu.
Except
Yeah.
just not the killer, but like same
Yes,
character,
yeah,
but
yeah,
just not the
yeah.
killer. I'd want to be, but the movie I'd want to star in, I think it's Lord of the Rings
Oh yeah.
Okay.
as Aragorn.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It was either that or Raphael and fucking Ninja Turtles.
What character would you be in Lord of the Rings?
Aragorn,
Oh,
my favorite.
heck yeah.
Yep. And then the movie I would watch if I was dying, probably be Disturbia.
Oh my gosh, what a good movie! I forgot
I
about
watch it
that
all the
movie.
time.
Yes, I loved
Good
that.
question. Lindsay Lowe.
Okay, so
What movie would you want to star in?
I think probably Sleepless in Seattle, the movie that you can't stand with the cut scene. A great romantic movie with Meg Ryan. I just think I love that house that he lives in, Tom Hanks. I love that movie.
Very 90s.
Or Hocus Pocus. I love that movie. Either one of those.
Which character in Hocus Pocus?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, that's a good part.
So actually, yes, Hocus Pocus I'd like to star in. I love Sleepless in Seattle.
Now,
though.
what would be your last movie?
My last movie that I want to watch would be The Breakfast Club because
that's a good one.
I know every single line to it. I love it. It is such a feel-good movie, and you can't go wrong with it. So, yeah, I guess it's a tie between Sleepless in Seattle and Hocus Pocus, but definitely The Breakfast Club.
Wow.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to ask you guys that.
Well, thank you for asking us
you're
that.
welcome.
And on that, gentlemen, ladies
Ladies and gentlemen.
and gentlemen,
Gentlemen.
thank you so much for listening to this episode, and we appreciate your time. And anything else, Dalen?
We love you, Lindsay.
We love you.
I love you guys, too.
Love you, sweetums.
Love you, handsome.
I love you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Love you, Dalen.
I love you too. Hi.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Hi, all you Dope Boys fans. Thank you for listening to our episode. If you enjoyed what you heard, give us a like, a follow, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, follow us on Instagram at the @DopeBoys_podcast. Also, turn on your notifications so you don't miss an episode as a new one drops every other Wednesday. So be ready and be dope. The Dope Boys are in the building.